Hello, Nick Brown here, Superintendent for Merrillville Schools. We're here for another edition of Inside Merrillville. We're going around our schools and learning all the different programs and options that are provided to our students. And so today I'm here with somebody very special, interesting programs and clubs that are led out of this classroom. I'll allow him to introduce himself.
Hi, I'm Mr. Seligman. I've been here at Merrillville for 18 years now. I started off teaching in the math department. And then this opportunity in the pre-engineering courses came about, so I took it. Here we deal with a lot of computer software like AutoCAD and Inventor and Rivet, which is an architectural type program. And so there's three main avenues through this school classroom. We have robotics, we have pre-engineering, and then we have architecture. And so one of those three comes through here. We do 4 or 5 different types of software. We also have a robotics class and team. We've been with First Robotics for, this is our 5th year. The second year we were in it, we placed second in the state, so that was pretty good. But it takes a lot of time and a lot of in-person, so it's been difficult this year. But we're going to pick it up next year.
Very good. So there's some very interesting courses there. Engineering, architecture, robotics, all of these are courses and futures that are going to be strong in our economy. And so if you're interested in something like that, this is a great class. What types of careers do you see coming out of this?
Well, in the robotics, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. But in architecture, we're always going to need people to design houses and buildings. And right now, I have one of my classes working on a roller coaster. All right, we're making a roller coaster, but there's a huge demand for engineers in roller coasters, believe it or not. Every year, you see somebody's coming out with a new one. So and they pay very well. The classes that we have here, especially like the AutoCAD, they lead to a certified user certificate, all right? And with that certificate, you can go out in the real world and demand not $15 an hour, but $20, $25 an hour right off the bat. And you got it in high school. It didn't cost you anything. We are setting it up so that you'll take the actual test right here in our classrooms. And once you get that certification, and that's only after 2 trimesters. So all the certificates that we're going to be able to offer are after 2 trimesters. So it's real exciting for the kids to be able to have something when they leave Merrillville High.
Right, so they walk out with this certificate, haven't quite decided if they want to go to college or something else, but they could go ahead and start a job or a career, and you're saying they're going to be paid, $20, $25 an hour because their certification.
Yeah, they've got that certification, and what that says when they go to an employer is that you've got that training and you have the ability to learn this program, and so that's a heads up. So when you come in with another guy that doesn't have it, you're going to have that extra expertise to be able to sell.
Okay.
So
one of the exciting things that I have found at my time here at Merrillville is the Robotics Club, and I've been able to go and see some of the competitions. Now, you actually would be the coach or the sponsor of this club. You want to share a little bit of how that works?
Yeah. Well, every year we get a new game, all right? And so in September we get a new game of what we're going to be doing. And so then the team starts getting together and we start brainstorming exactly how we're going to do it, where we're going to get our points, and then we start building it. And all of my friends in the robotics team will tell you that all we do is build and take it apart. Build and take it apart. Build and take it apart. And that's only the half of it. The other half is the coding part. And we spend hours, I'll be honest, we spend hours in here, in this little square, trying to teach our robot to do what it's supposed to do. Now this is great experience for the kids because this is where the world's going. This is where our world is going. And we're using a system called blocking, which is not really a C+, minus type of characters. It's literally drop and drag. And so when you hear all these people talking about how we're going to need these 3 million coders in the future, they're not going to be coding in C+ or Python or any of that other stuff. They're going to be coding in blocking. And so the more you learn about blocking, the more you use it, the better off you're going to be. And even that's going to be able to use in the future. Another thing is, with the first program, there's lots of scholarships. So there's a lot of fun, but it is a lot of work.
So that's exciting. If you're interested in robots, you're interested in coding, you're just creative, there's a club that really kind of puts all of that together, and there are potential scholarships, we hear from that. And it will help you build skills that will make you marketable in the future for a job and a career. So it sounds like a lot of fun in that area. So now, how does your courses, and your robotics club, how does that all fulfill the mission of Merrillville Schools?
Well, and we are preparing our kids for the future and being able to be a productive adult, all right? And to me, high school's biggest mission in life is to create productive adults. And when they leave Merrillville, they are prepared for either going to service, going to jobs, or going to college. It doesn't make any difference. But if you come in, especially in these engineering programs, they're very rigorous, you know, and we do follow, one of the biggest things that I promote is the engineering notebook. And that is a very important thing. And those are the skills, and those are the skills that the kids need to have when they leave here.
So remember, if you're interested in these types of things, these courses, these engineering courses and robotic opportunities and architectural courses, they're very challenging, they're very rigorous, but they are very rewarding and a lot of fun. So I encourage you to look at this as an opportunity for you and just to explore. Maybe it doesn't turn into a career, but it is something really fun and exciting to do, and the skills you learn will help you in anything that you do later in life. And always remember, once a pirate, always a pirate.